Mexico was shaped by powerful movements of the Earth's crust. Volcanoes, oceans, and time sculpted this land millions of years ago. It lies between North and Central America, a land filled with energy and ancient legends. From the Olmecs to the Maya and Aztecs, Mexico was once a hub of intelligence, art, and magnificent architecture. Pyramids, carvings, and sacred rituals still echo beneath the soil. From the turquoise beaches of Cancun to the lush jungles of Chiapas, Mexico is a symphony of color and life. Every region has its own spirit, vibrant, mysterious, and alive. Cities like Oaxaca and San Miguel de Allende offer vivid scenes of Spanish colonial architecture mixed with deep indigenous culture. Every street tells a story. Mexican cuisine is more than tacos or burritos. It's flavor from the heart, from the spicy mole of Puebla to the sacred cacao of the Maya. A cuisine that wraps history and love in every bite. Mexico is not just a country, it's a feeling. It's the sound of guitars on the street, the warm smiles of its people. Even when you leave, you'll carry Mexico in your heart. Long ago, Cancun was just a wild strip of land by the Caribbean Sea, covered in jungle, swamps, and endless white sand. The sea was deep blue, the palms swayed in the wind. It was untouched, wild, and beautifully pure. In 1970, the Mexican government decided to build a resort city here. At that time, Cancun had no roads, no electricity, and no tourists. But from this empty land, they began shaping a dream of tourism. Within just a few years, Cancun's clear blue beaches began drawing millions of tourists. Luxury resorts lined the shore, turning it into one of Mexico's top beach paradises. Cancun is stunning. Its turquoise waters, colorful coral reefs, and sea turtles gliding through crystal-clear lagoons create a vivid, peaceful, and captivating world. Near Cancun are ancient Mayan ruins like Tulum and Chichen Itza. These sacred temples whisper stories of a powerful civilization that once thrived in this land. At night, Cancun lights up with music, color, and beach parties. From clubs to bars, the city never sleeps, always alive with energy and rhythm. Alongside tourism, Cancun protects nature, saving sea turtles, restoring coral reefs. It's a shining example of sustainable growth. In Cancun, everyone finds a feeling, peace, joy, maybe even love. And even when you leave, a part of you stays here forever. Hidden deep within the jungles of Huasteca Potosina, Tamul is the tallest waterfall in San Luis Potosí. Nearly 105 meters high, its water plunges down sheer cliffs, roaring and powerful. From afar, the sound echoes like nature's wild invitation. To reach Tamul, visitors paddle along the Tampion River. The emerald waters flow calmly, flanked by towering limestone cliffs. With each stroke, you move deeper into a magical world, almost untouched by humankind. When the falls come into view, you can feel nature's raw energy. Water crashes down, mist fills the air, and the sound booms like it's coming from Earth's core. It's a sensory experience you'll never forget. The native Huastec people believe Tamul is home to water spirits. Surrounding caves were once used for ancient rituals. Every drop of water here carries a sacred memory of the past. As sunlight hits the falls, the water shifts from silver to green, then to deep blue. Rainbows form in the mist, creating a scene so stunning it feels like stepping into a mythological world. Tamul is not just a waterfall, it's home to hundreds of plant and animal species. Jungle birds soar above, fish swim beneath your boat, and green life thrives in every corner. It's a vibrant, untouched ecosystem. As you sit and watch the falls, the noise in your mind fades. Only the water, the wind, and your heartbeat remain. At Tamul, you're not just an observer, you become a tiny part of something vast and wild. Leaving Tamul, you carry more than photos. You carry awe, peace, and a quiet promise to return, because the places that touch your heart are never truly left behind. Tulum sits right on the edge of the Caribbean Sea, one of the few ancient Mayan cities built by the ocean. With gray stone walls, sacred temples, and turquoise waters, it feels both majestic and mysterious. Tulum was among the last Mayan cities still thriving when the Spanish arrived. It was a major hub for trade and rituals, linking land and sea through ancient coastal routes. El Castillo, the symbol of Tulum, was built to honor the sun god. Every morning, the first light shines through its stone doorway, creating a sacred and mystical moment. Nowhere else is quite like Tulum, where ancient ruins rest just steps from the turquoise Caribbean Sea. Stone steps lead down to white sand, where the waves whisper like voices from the past. Beneath Tulum lies a network of underground rivers and cenotes, sacred water wells once used in Mayan rituals. Their crystal-clear waters reflect the light like glass, offering a glimpse into the soul of the land. Do you know what Tulum was originally called in the ancient Mayan language? A. Zama, meaning dawn. B. Tikal, meaning volcano. C. Palenque, meaning fortress. Pick the answer you think is right. Tulum is more than history. It's a place to find balance. The sound of the sea, the wind in the trees, and clean air make it a haven for yoga, meditation, and pure rest. In Tulum, you don't just see ruins, you feel time itself. Past and present blend into one, leaving you with a sense of wonder, as if you've just dreamed something real. Cozumel, the beautiful island off the Yucatan coast, blends untouched nature with vibrant life. Its name comes from the ancient Mayan word Cozumel, meaning Island of the Swallows, a name both poetic and sacred. Surrounding Cozumel is the Mesoamerican Reef, one of the world's largest reef systems. It's a paradise for divers, where you can swim with turtles, rays, and explore a rainbow world beneath the sea. Cozumel is a popular stop for cruise ships. Yet just beyond the harbor, you'll discover a peaceful island where locals live slowly and nature gently calls you to explore. Centuries ago, Cozumel was sacred to the Maya, especially as a place to worship Ixchel, the goddess of the moon and fertility. Ancient ruins still rest quietly, nestled in trees and ocean breeze. Exploring Cozumel by bike is a gentle way to feel the island's rhythm. Ride past palm groves, untouched beaches, cozy roadside cafes, and friendly smiles along the way. Each evening, Cozumel's sunset paints a scene of calm. The sun dips into the Caribbean, golden light dancing on the waves. It's a moment that asks you to stop, listen, and remember. From ocean to jungle, Cozumel is a place where nature embraces you. Some places you visit to look, but Cozumel is where you'll want to stay, to blend into its gentle island rhythm. When you leave Cozumel, you carry something indescribable, a gentle peace, a bit of longing, and a quiet promise to return. Some places you visit once, but Cozumel is one you come back to again and again. Rio Lagartos in northern Yucatan is where land meets sea, forming a rare mangrove ecosystem. This is a land of water where rivers, oceans, marshes, and sky blend into one. Millions of years ago, this region was underwater. As the seas receded, salt flats and mangrove forests slowly emerged. Rio Lagartos is a masterpiece shaped by millennia of natural change. Each year, thousands of flamingos migrate to Rio Lagartos to nest. Their pink feathers reflect off the salty water, creating a surreal and mesmerizing scene, like a living painting. The best way to explore Rio Lagartos is by small boat. Glide through shaded channels, spot crocodiles sunbathing, and watch water birds perched in stillness. It's both peaceful and thrilling. Sunrise in Rio Lagartos is a sacred moment. As soft light turns the water pink and mist weaves through the trees, you feel humbled by the quiet grandeur of nature. The salt flats here glow pink due to unique microorganisms and minerals. This surreal environment sustains entire ecosystems and makes for photos that look like they're from another planet. Beyond flamingos, Rio Lagartos is home to crocodiles, pelicans, herons, shrimp, and dozens of native species. It's one of Mexico's most important protected natural areas. Rio Lagartos isn't just a destination, it's where we learn to listen to nature. Each visit is a reminder that some things can't be built, they can only be protected. Hidden in the Chiapas jungle, Cascadas Roberto Barrios is a stunning waterfall series that few have discovered. Unlike crowded tourist spots, it remains raw, peaceful, and refreshingly untouched. The water here is a glowing emerald green, so clear you can see the bottom. The sound of flowing water, birds, and rustling leaves create a natural symphony that soothes the soul. Roberto Barrios isn't just one fall, it's a series of cascading levels, each like a natural swimming pool. It's perfect for swimming, cliff jumping, or simply sitting on the rocks and watching the sky drift by. This area is cared for by local indigenous communities who have protected it for generations. Visiting Roberto Barrios means more than sightseeing. It's stepping into a way of life deeply tied to the forest and water. Cascadas Roberto Barrios has no flashy signs or big resorts. But its simplicity makes it truly special, a place to listen, to touch the water, and to feel like you belong to nature again. Roberto Barrios isn't just one fall. It's a series of cascading levels, each like a natural swimming pool. It's perfect for swimming, cliff jumping, or simply sitting on the rocks and watching the sky drift by. This area is cared for by local indigenous communities who have protected it for generations. Visiting Roberto Barrios means more than sightseeing. It's stepping into a way of life deeply tied to the forest and water. Cascadas, Roberto Barrios has no flashy signs or big resorts. But its simplicity makes it truly special, a place to listen, to touch the water, and to feel like you belong to nature again. Queretaro, one of Mexico's most historic cities, is a vibrant blend of heritage, architecture, and culture. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, it stands as a living bridge between a glorious past and a radiant present. Wandering its cobblestone streets, you'll pass mossy walls, iron balconies, and red-tiled roofs. Every corner whispers stories from the 17th century that still echo through the city. Queretaro's aqueduct stretches over 1,200 meters with 74 arches, a colonial-era engineering marvel built in the 18th century to supply water. Today, it remains a symbol of resilience and ingenuity. Queretaro is a Baroque treasure, filled with golden churches, intricate carvings, and soaring domes. Among them, Santa Rosa de Viterbo stands out as a masterpiece of classic Mexican artistry. Plaza de Armas, the heart of the city, is where live music fills the air. Artists sketch portraits, and locals go about life with calm grace. It's a place to pause, savor, and simply be. Queretaro is not just history, it's creativity in motion. From street festivals and art exhibits to flamenco performances, the city is always alive, always evolving with every season. Amid colonial facades, you'll find modern cafes, indie bookstores, and co-working hubs. Queretaro proves that a city can honor its past while boldly stepping into the future. Queretaro is not a city to rush through. It's a place to slow down, to see, to feel, from its proud history to its warm people. And maybe that's why the soul of Mexico still lingers in every stone here. Perched over 2,400 meters above sea level, Pachuca de Soto rests among misty mountains where cool air lingers year-round. The highland scenery and rolling hills give it a peaceful yet majestic beauty. Pachuca was once Mexico's silver mining powerhouse during the 18th and 19th centuries. Its old mines, smelting plants, and mining towns tell a unique industrial story etched into the hills. The British brought mining technology and the traditional Cornish pasty to Pachuca in 1824. Since then, their culture has blended with the local identity, leaving a unique mark on the city's food and architecture. At the heart of the city, the 40-meter Rio Lagartos monumental stands tall like a guardian of time. Built in 1910 to mark Mexico's centennial of independence, it remains a proud symbol of Pachuca. In Palmitas, you'll witness Mexico's largest mural, hundreds of homes painted to form one massive, vibrant artwork. It's a symbol of community revival through street art and unity. Did you know soccer first arrived in Mexico, right here in Pachuca? Brought by the British, football became rooted in the city's culture. Pachuca FC is one of the oldest football clubs in the country. You haven't truly visited Pachuca until you try a paste, a handheld pie filled with potatoes, meat, or chili. A dish that carries the tale of immigration, labor, and cultural fusion in every bite. Pachuca may not shine like other tourist hotspots, but it holds history in its heart. Between old silver mines, clock towers, and winding streets lie stories waiting to be heard and carried forward. Mexico City, one of the oldest and largest capitals in the Americas. It stands on what was once Lake Texcoco, the heart of the mighty Aztec Empire, Tenochtitlan. Zocalo, the main square, is where past and present meet. It's surrounded by the Grand Cathedral, the National Palace, and ruins of the Templo Mayor, once the ceremonial heart of the Aztecs. This is the birthplace of Mexico's artistic icons, from Diego Rivera's murals to Frida Kahlo's Blue House. Mexico City is an open-air gallery bursting with color and meaning. From sizzling taco al pastor to icy horchata, Mexico City's street food is a festival of flavors. Every corner is a kitchen. Every bite tells a story. Chapultepec is more than a park. It's a forest in the heart of the capital. Home to museums, lakes, a castle, and thousands of trees, it's a space to breathe, reflect, and reconnect with nature. Mexico City is a vibrant metropolis where subways run beneath and highways weave above. Though bustling and busy, the city pulses with a lively rhythm you can feel in your bones. From the artsy Roma to the poetic Coyoacan, every neighborhood in Mexico City has its own soul. Sip coffee in a colonial home, admire street art, or catch live music on the sidewalk. In Mexico City, history doesn't sit in books. It lives in stone, in smiles, and in every breath. A city constantly evolving, yet always keeping its heart open for your return. Morelia, set in Mexico's Central Highlands, was built in the 16th century using its iconic pink stone. It's a graceful blend of past and present, quiet, majestic, and deeply artistic. Morelia's cathedral is an architectural masterpiece with twin towers reaching for the sky. At night, lights and fountains transform the plaza into a magical stage beloved by locals and travelers alike. Morelia's historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site with over 200 colonial-era buildings. Cobblestone streets and carved wooden doors hold the breath of centuries past. Morelia is home to many of Mexico's great thinkers and revolutionaries, including José María Morelos, leader of the independence movement. Its first school was built in 1540, laying strong intellectual roots. Classical music flows through Morelia's churches, plazas, and universities. Hosting international music festivals and cultural events year-round, the city becomes a never-ending symphony. Morelia's cuisine blends indigenous and Spanish flavors beautifully. You'll find tamales, carnitas, steaming atole, and local treats like uchapos or nieve de pasta at every corner market. Morelia's aqueduct, with over 250 arches, showcases colonial engineering brilliance. As the sun sets, its long shadows stretch across the streets, painting a romantic scene unlike any other. Morelia is not loud, not rushed, but rich in soul. The city feels like an old poem, where every step is a verse, and every corner holds a quiet, breathtaking frame. Tucked into the limestone cliffs of Hidalgo, Grutas de Tolantongo is a natural oasis of wonder. Its turquoise hot springs flow year-round, making it the perfect place to find peace and healing. Tolantongo's stunning turquoise water comes not from magic, but from nature, rich in calcium and magnesium. Warm mineral springs emerging from the mountainside create its signature glow and deep relaxation. Inside the main cave, mist wraps around you as water drips from stone ceilings into underground falls. Dim light and echoing droplets turn the space into a dreamlike world, mysterious and enchanting. Carved into the mountainside, the tiered thermal pools feel like natural jacuzzis in the sky. Soaking in warm waters while gazing into the deep valley below, time slows and your worries fade away. Reaching Tolantongo is a journey. You'll cross winding roads, trek narrow cliffs, and walk swinging bridges high in the clouds. Every step is part of the adventure, and the reward is more than worth it. Grutas de Tolantongo isn't just a place to relax, it's where you hear the whispers of mountains, water, and your own spirit. To visit once is to touch something magical in both nature and yourself. El Arco is a natural rock arch where the Pacific Ocean meets the Sea of Cortez. Standing before it, you feel the power of time, of wind and waves that carved this monument into existence. El Arco wasn't built. It was born from millions of years of shifting earth and erosion. Its golden granite glows in the sunlight, a living sculpture shaped by nature alone. The waters around El Arco are a haven for wildlife. Dolphins, sea lions, seabirds, and even whales in winter make their home here. Boating beneath the arch is like entering a wild, vibrant realm. To reach El Arco, you take a small boat, gliding through crystal waters and weaving between stacked rocks. As you approach the arch, you feel both tiny and awestruck by its majesty. Beside El Arco lie two beaches, Playa del Amor, Lover's Beach, and Playa del Divorcio, Divorce Beach. One is calm, the other wild. Side by side, they feel like metaphors for love's extremes. Sunset at El Arco is pure magic. Golden red light bathes the arch, reflecting on the sea like an oil painting. No filters needed, just look, breathe, and be. Nestled between the volcanoes Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl, Puebla City glistens like a gem on the Central Highlands. Its cool climate, clear skies, and mountainous views give the city a striking and peaceful beauty. Puebla's historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, home to over 2,600 buildings of Baroque, Renaissance, and neoclassical style. Every street feels like a time corridor back to the 16th century. The Puebla Cathedral boasts the tallest bell towers in Mexico and a stunning gilded interior. It's more than a religious site. It's a union of faith, artistry, and masterful design. Puebla is the birthplace of mole poblano, a rich, spicy, chocolate-based sauce served with chicken or meat. It's not just delicious, it's a cultural icon blending indigenous and Spanish traditions. Talavera is Puebla's renowned handmade pottery, featuring intricate blue and white designs fired at high temperatures. Each vase, plate, or tile is a timeless piece of living art. On May 5, 1862, Mexican forces defeated the French army at Loreto Fort, a victory that birthed Cinco de Mayo. Puebla is where this story of courage and national pride began. Take the cable car from Angelopolis for a sweeping view of Puebla. Red tile roofs, historic churches, and the smoking peak of Popocatépetl in the distance. It's a breathtaking and poetic ride. Puebla isn't just an old city. It's a place where cultures blend and history walks hand in hand with the present. Whether you come for the food, the architecture, or the people, you'll carry Puebla with you when you leave. Acapulco stretches along a crescent-shaped bay where the Pacific Ocean glows gold with each sunrise. It's a place where you wake up to the sound of waves and the warmth of nature's light. Once a key colonial port linking Mexico and Asia, Acapulco holds a rich maritime legacy. Today, it's transformed into a legendary seaside getaway, full of charm and coastal elegance. From lively Playa Condesa To the calm Playa Caleta, Acapulco's beaches offer every shade of seaside life. By day, sunbathing and water sports. By night, live music, lights, and never-ending footsteps. At La Quebrada, cliff divers leap from over 35 meters into the sea. Each dive is a breathtaking performance, where courage and artistry meet the raw force of nature. Along the shore, guitars play, grilled food sizzles, and laughter blends with the ocean breeze. Acapulco isn't just for seeing. It's for living, tasting, singing, and feeling with all your heart. The Fort of San Diego, perched above the bay, once shielded the port from pirates. Today, it stands as a museum, preserving Acapulco's colonial history and the legendary Manila Galleon trade route. In the 1950s-70s, Acapulco was the glamorous retreat for Hollywood stars and royalty. Elizabeth Taylor, Elvis Presley, even Saudi princes once basked in its golden sun. When you leave Acapulco, you don't just take memories, you leave a piece of your soul by its bay. Maybe that's why people keep coming back, chasing the feeling of freedom, sea breeze, and sunlight. Bacalar Lagoon is known as the Lake of Seven Colors for its shifting shades of turquoise and deep blue. Sunlight, dancing on its crystal-clear waters, turns the surface into a surreal, shimmering silk. Beneath Bacalar's waters lie stromatolites, the oldest living organisms on Earth, dating back billions of years. This isn't just a lake, it's a living museum of life's origins. Glide across Bacalar in a kayak at sunrise, and all you'll hear are paddles and breeze. Bacalar doesn't speak with words. Its waters and winds whisper the stories themselves. Cenote Negro, Bacalar's black hole, plunges over 100 meters deep. Mysterious and calming, diving in feels like shedding stress and surfacing with a renewed soul. No motors, no noise, just the soft glide of sails. In Bacalar, silence isn't emptiness. It's the space where you finally hear yourself again. In the heart of Bacalar stands Fort San Felipe, built in the 18th century to fend off pirates. From its ramparts, the peaceful lagoon stretches out, once a battleground beneath today's calm. Bacalar's locals live slowly, closely with nature. They weave hammocks, cook outdoors, and smile at visitors like family returning home. Simplicity here makes time feel like it moves backward. Bacalar isn't a place to pass through, it's where you pause and meet yourself. You don't just see beauty, you feel healing from within. Once you're here, you'll understand why people never want to leave. Playa del Carmen lies between the lush jungles of Yucatan and the radiant Caribbean Sea. It's where wild nature meets modern life, a city where the forest and ocean speak together. It's where wild nature meets modern life, a city where the forest and ocean speak together. By evening, gentle waves meet a pink-orange sky, creating a view that captivates the soul. Quinta Avenida, Playa's pedestrian street pulses with life. Lined with cafes, galleries, artisan stalls, and live music, it's the heartbeat of the city, alive with movement and soul. Just minutes from shore lies the Mesoamerican Reef, the world's second largest. Dive in, and you enter a world of tropical fish, sea turtles, and corals so vivid it feels like art. Surrounding Playa are dozens of cenotes, natural freshwater pools carved into limestone. Crystal clear, chilling, and magical, they draw in travelers seeking to touch the Earth's soul. Playa is where indigenous Maya, global travelers, artists, and locals all meet. You'll hear Spanish, English, French, blended together with the rhythm of street musicians and culture. In Playa, the best moments aren't planned. A Maya dance in the square, a quiet sunset with a stranger, a song that makes you smile out of nowhere. It's life unfolding naturally. Playa doesn't ask you to do, it gently invites you to feel. Whether you stay a day or a season, it always makes room for you, in its sun, in its sea breeze, and in your memory. Nestled in the Sierra Madre Mountains, Oaxaca City feels like a living painting where time moves slowly. Cobblestone streets, blooming balconies, and crisp air invite you to simply slow down. Oaxaca's center is steeped in Spanish colonial charm, from the vast Zocalo Square to the majestic Santo Domingo Church. This is the city's cultural heart, where everything begins and comes together. Just a few kilometers from downtown, Monte Alban crowns a mountaintop, the ancient city of the Zapotecs. From here, you don't just see the valley, you feel the weight of thousands of years of history. Oaxaca is the birthplace of iconic dishes, rich black mole, banana leaf tamales, and traditional stone-ground chocolate. From market stalls to home kitchens, every bite tells a story of culture and memory. Oaxacan weavers dye their threads with nature, tree bark, insects, and fruit seeds. Each shawl, rug, or poncho is more than fabric. It's the voice of the land and its people. During Dia de los Muertos, Oaxaca transforms marigold-lined streets, school masks, and music for the departed. Here, death is honored not with fear, but as a sacred part of life. Mezcal, the smoky spirit made from agave and fire, is Oaxaca's soul in a bottle. Each sip carries smoke, story, and a deep connection to ancestral roots. Oaxaca isn't a place to visit, it's a place to feel, to learn, and to be changed. You arrive with baggage and leave with a soul fuller, lighter, and more alive. Hidden within the Yucatan jungle, Chichen Itza was once the political, religious, and astronomical heart of the ancient Maya. Its stones have stood through centuries of rise and fall. El Castillo isn't just the symbol of Chichen Itza, it's a solar calendar carved in stone. During the equinox, sunlight casts a serpent's shadow along its steps, as if Kukulkan himself descends to Earth. The ancient Maya didn't just observe the sky, They measured it, remembered it, and built in harmony with it. Every structure in Chichen Itza reflects the cosmic rhythms of sun, moon, and stars. Chichen Itza's ball court is one of the largest of the Maya world. But this wasn't just a game. It was sacred ritual, where the victor might be sacrificed, ascending into immortality. Kukulkan, the feathered serpent god, is the spirit of Chichen Itza. These structures aren't just shrines, but reminders to live in rhythm with earth, sky, soul, and wisdom. The sacred cenote was where the Maya offered treasures, and sometimes lives, to ask for rain, harvests, and sunlight. This deep well was a portal between humans and the divine world below. Arrive at Chichen Itza at dawn. No crowds, just jungle breeze and misty pyramids. In that quiet moment, you're not a tourist. You're a witness to time itself. Chichen Itza isn't a ruin. It's a place where the past still breathes. Each stone, each shadow, carries a piece of the Maya spirit, waiting for you to listen and connect. After all the photos, roads, and touches of heritage, what lingers isn't the place, it's the feeling. The feeling that for a while you truly lived. It's not the pyramids or the ocean that bring tears. It's a stranger's laugh, sunlight slipping through trees, or a breeze at noon in Oaxaca. Mexico doesn't end when you leave. It stays in the music echoing in streets, in the salted lime of a mezcal glass, in a dream you haven't told anyone about. Mexico stays the same, but you've changed. Every place you walked was a mirror, reflecting who you're becoming. And that is the most beautiful part of the journey. This isn't goodbye, it's a promise. Any place that makes you feel like yourself will always wait for your return, and Mexico will be waiting.